tonight's interesting story as we watch Jim Berger in the left-hand lane open the show with a strike.
Oh, and he's smacking his hands. He is ready to roll. First time on TV, that's great. Get a good reaction like that. Most people, first time on TV, get a strike, meekly walk back. Not Jim Berger.
Well, and this gentleman, we watched him last week, Don Seig, not bowl the kind of game that he is capable of bowling, but Don looks like he drew up a different piece of equipment, and he's going to go for it.
David, I'm amazed at how forward on the approach that Don stands.
Yeah, his push away and everything there is very unique, Jennifer. You picked that right up. He doesn't use a lot of the lane, but he uses what little he does effectively, crossing over there for a going away Brooklyn.
He is way up there.
Well, it takes little bitty steps.
I'll say.
Little bitty ones. Have a rather vocal youngster in the crowd today, and see if that bothers Don's concentration or not. We really don't know, but Don Seig, age 40, averaging 187, so he just qualifies in our 189 and under division. His qualifying score was, in fact, the 606.
In contrast to Jim Berger, 665. So Jim was on a roll for 3 games.
Yep, he let it fly. Jim Berger opened the match up on the left-hand lane with a strike. Always a confidence builder. And let's see what the right lane does for him. Looks good. The roll on the ball looks good anyway.
Excellent roll on the ball. I couldn't agree with you more.
The result, however, on this particular pitch, leaving the 2, 7, and the 8. Now this, which way do you shoot this one, Jen? Inside or outside?
I go outside.
Okay. Most right-handed players, you want to take the ball down the lane. Oops. You want to hit the 2-pin at the center of your screen just a little bit to the right of center and let the pin carry back and the ball go through. Age 35, averaging 187 with a 665, as you said before, Jennifer.
What a nice smile. God, he looks happy, don't he? I love it. 187 average.
He's thinking about taking home a $500 check from the BPA if he can win this match.
Oh, that was a choice shot and just didn't get the reaction he needed on the 7-pin.
The scout, as you would see it here on the floor cam, watch this ball come out of his hand. Very good roll out onto the lane. Clean roll. Watch the 5 pins. Middle of your screen, 2nd pin back. Watch it right here. It's going to go to the wall right there, and the head pin actually takes it out of the play, or else it might have gotten there.
Don Seig, once again, 3 children, Nicole, Don Jr., and Austin. Lives in the Bridgetown area and bowls at Western Bowl, averaging 187.
14 pins at this particular point. If he keeps his game clean, right, crossing over, leaving the 5-9. And again, he's got to control that right-hand lane, Jennifer.
And he's got to trust the ball. He just is not trusting it even a little bit. With those kind of balls, too, that Piranha C there, that ball's going to hook. It's a resin ball. It's going to get a good reaction, but you've got to trust it.
Look out.
The other danger of shooting spares with resin balls, David.
Absolutely. You really have to work on flattening the ball out when you're going for your spares, or else amping it up and throwing it quite a bit harder. That open frame is going to leave Jim Berger right back into the match. If he strikes in the 4th, it'd be 47 or 46. So Don Seig is still 1 pin up at this point. But
and he gets it wide.
Absolutely.
On that left lane, I do believe that there's a difference between lane 17 and 18.
Well, as it is what makes our sport, bowling, so interesting. The fact that things can change, and over the course of a match, they will change. Some of the oil moves around. Some of it just disappears sometimes. And that's the way you want to try to shoot that. Get the ball a little bit further over to the left and throw the head pin into the 10. Let's see if Jim Berger can capitalize on 2 back-to-back open frames from Don Seig.
Jim has some very good equipment, a power torque and a piranha.
He's got all the tools.
Wow. That was a little bit flush, Dave. What would you say?
Well, I think it was a great shot. Let's take a look at it here at the release point. Jim's shot is going, his eyes very, very fixed on his target. Halfway down the lane, the ball picks up the roll, and right here, no deflection, Jen. Look at this ball. 10 and a pit, every pin doing its job, and a Pepsi sweep comes down. Jim Berger leads by 10 pins at this particular point.
Oh, he got that wide.
Yeah, on the left-hand lane.
And there, he would have been better off not to even have gotten it back to the head pin.
Exactly. If you don't get it.
2-4-10. Wow, it's rough.
That's a tough one to leave. And like you said, if it wouldn't have caught at least some roll at the end, he would have had the fairly easy 1-2-4 to shoot at for the spare. But as it is, got a very complicated split. Has to slide the 2-pin way over at the 10, and that isn't going to make it.
Jim has 3 children, Brittany, Justin, and Sean. Brittany being the oldest at 11, and Sean is 4. Lives in the Eastgate area.
Well, the scoreboard will tell you that if Don Seig can strike, he can start to put some distance between he and his competitor, Jim Berger. 5th frame. See if Mr. Seig has got it. Nope, going high again.
Still not getting it out, David.
Trust is a must.
Or your game is a bust.
That's right. Oh, jeez. The cutting through again, breaking down the split, getting a break, leaving the 3, 6, and the 10. You have to flatten the ball out, go from the left-hand side, and increase your potential of making this, and cuts straight through again. It's a you take it, I don't want it match.
That's for sure. Some other high qualifiers in the 189 division and under. Joe Carusoni. Don Seig also came in 4th place. Gregory Blay and Roger Zimmerman.
Wow, that 189 and under division, like I said, it's done wonders for the tournament itself, and it's given the people at home a chance to see some bowlers that they typically wouldn't be able to see in the open division.
That's better. Oh, just a little bit light, but he has it in the right area now.
Now, if he can just switch the lanes back and forth on the lane that's hooking, he can just reverse his shot. There's a music professor right over his shoulder from WGRR, or the oldies that we love to listen to. Don Seig is going to try to convert the 2-4-5-8 on the left-hand lane. And converted he does. And we'll be back in just a couple of minutes for the conclusion of match number 1. Stay with us. Don't go away. We're going to have some strikes in store for you.
Columbia introduces the sharpest experience you've ever had in bowling. We call it
certain people that help make this show come about, and Miller Brewing Company has just given us a fantastic deal. That's Steve Herbig there on the right. He is the sales manager at Highport Distributing in Batavia, Ohio. We thank him for coming out this morning. Also, Mr. Jack Betts sitting next to him. He is the proprietor here at Cherry Grove Lanes. And this place is just so gorgeous. I'm so proud of bowling when I see, you know, places that look like this, and they're upkept and they're clean and they have a good family atmosphere. They have a great game room here.
Absolutely.
David, I'm going to go over and play some games when we're done here, okay?
You're going to challenge me to a match. 6-10, the one that you just don't want to shoot because you're going to chop it more often than not until you learn to flatten the ball out. But yeah, you alluded to our sponsors, Jen. We have to thank them again and again. Pepsi, fantastic sponsor. Thank you again for being with us. Great products that they make. And Steve with High Port Distributing did those phenomenal Miller products that we
enjoy.
We definitely consume on a regular basis, and makes our job a little easier back here. But what great people to work with, and Jeff Weiler and Slush Puppy, and of course the BPA has always been around. The ABC is new and with us this year, even though the ABC is not new to anybody who knows bowling. The American Bowling Congress has been around for a long time, as we watch this one escape to the right, missing the 10-pin. And that's, you just don't want to do that.
Well, that's making it a lot more even, I must say.
Could make
Bad for Jim, good for Don.
That's right. Don with a strike could go 1 pin up in the lead at this point. And we've just got a good feeling that he's going to do that after a little break in the action.
David got it into the middle of the lane, more into the oil. Gave it a little more loft onto the lane, and it worked.
Oh, yes, it did work. Watch the release here. He gets it in, as you said, Jennifer. Great camera work. Good. Thank you, guys. Good-looking shot. Great extension. Stays down at the line. Now watch this ball roll over. No deflection. Take a look at it, Don. What do you want? He wanted that one big time. The right lane, the lane that's been giving him a lot of trouble, Jennifer.
And it's getting late in the match. Somebody's got to take control right now.
And with that, Don issued a challenge. He's got a strike up in the 7th. Jim's open frame in the 7th, and it looks good. Go with him, but it took off on him.
Yeah, surprised me. I thought that would be more in the pocket than it was.
Surprised him also. On the lane that's been going a little wide, he made what he thought was a good adjustment and made a good shot, but there you see it. Yet to be knocked down. The 3, the 6, and the 10. We've seen it chopped too often. Let's see if he flattens the ball out, goes with a little more speed, and makes it.
Just barely.
Just barely.
David, another fine supporter of our show is Chris Lasita from AMF. He's here week in and week out, and he's got some fine AMF products. And he is a nice guy. I bowled with him yesterday in the qualifier, and we had a fantastic time.
He is a lot of fun. Chris has been around the game of bowling for a long time, and in business, obviously, he's a true professional. But you get him on the lanes, and you wind him up a little bit, and look out, because
he's fun.
Because you're going to have a good time whether you want to or not. Slush Puppy, fun in a cup.
Oh, and that Thelma's lemonade. Wow, is that stuff good?
That's a kicker, man. Makes your want to pucker up a little bit. Tried some the other day. Woo, doggy. Good stuff.
It really is.
Reminds you of the kind you used to, old grandma used to make for you on the back porch, you know? Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we're into our 4th week, and Jennifer, we're flying right straight through 4th week of 12 that we'll be bringing the BPA King of Bowling into your homes. We appreciate you tuning in. And
there
what a great shot.
There he goes, right on the money on that one.
Little more speed. Take a look at this from the floor cam, coming right at you, right into your living room, folks. Good finger rotation, good roll. Ball coming right down the lane to 1-3 pocket, obliterated. No chance. Does he like it? Yeah, he liked it all right. That was one of his best shots.
Jim can go out for 172 if he strikes it out in the 10th. Don's going on a 164 pace.
Another one? Yes.
Well, now he has that lane figured out, David. Unfortunately, that's the last shot he's going to get a throw on that one.
Take a quick look at it. Red Sea strike, 1-3 pocket filled up, the 5-pin, the last one that takes out the 8. If you're going to replay that on your machine at home, watch the action on the last pin that's laying on the deck. Back it up, look at that. It takes out the 8-pin, a little bit too much deflection, but it sets up the fact that Don Seig can control his own fate in the 10th frame. If he strikes on the first 2 balls, he is the winner. Got to have this one.
Yeah.
Goes with the light shaker. When you need one, you have got to go with your best shot, and he trusts the ball. Watch it here, folks. Takes this ball out to around the 11th, 12th board, and then lets it roll back in. Head pin to the wall, comes out 4 into the 7, and he loves it. And that sets him up on the scoreboard. Take a look at it. The Pepsi BPA scoreboard will tell you that he needs a 9 spare to win. And of course, a strike will lock it up. Let's watch.
Oh, fantastic.
That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. We watched him last week go down in defeat, but this week coming through and answering the challenge with 3 great shots, Jennifer.
Fantastic. He really did what he needed to do when it got late, and that is the key to winning.
That is the key to winning, and Don Seig, if he strikes out here, he will have 184, and that'll be more than enough to win. Jim Berger, the best he can do is 172. And Don Seig is our winner in match number 1 against Jim Berger. He's been a long time coming, and he's awfully happy about it.
David, next we're going to see our old buddy Riga Kalfas going against Jerry Frymouth. The winner of that match is going to go on to meet our king, David Wellage.
2 great matches coming up right after we watch Jim finish out the frame. Here in game number 1 of week number 4. Not the type of game you really want to feature when you come on BPA King of Bowling, but
he's got such a great release. He really does.
That's right. He needs to work with the consistency in his game, and his release can take him a lot further than where he is. But Don Seig is the winner in match number 1, 182 to Jim Berger's 149. Stay with us. We got a lot of strikes waiting for you.
Now this is Slush Puppy. Slush Puppy, a frozen fruit-flavored drink that's fun in a cup. Oh, sure, kids love Slush Puppy, and you will